Hey everybody, it's Saratoga, and this is your weekly focus card reading for the week beginning August 17th through August 23rd, 2020. Okay, we have an awesome and powerful message for this week. This message is clearly leadership with Archangel Gabriel on the image. So let's see where to begin. Let me read to you what the card says, because I don't know if you can see it in the video, but what the card says is, it is time for you to assume your leadership, power, and position and lovingly guide others. To me, this is clearly a message for Lightworkers, Starseeds, wayshowers, and anyone else who feels that they're here on this planet to bring light into this world. This really could be for anybody, even if you don't happen to see yourself that way, because leadership is really, to me, about positioning. How are you positioned within yourself? Are you positioned as a leader, or are you positioned as a follower? So I think the message is encouraging us to leave whatever aspects of our belief systems are about ourselves, whatever aspects of those belief systems are, in other words, if wherever we're portraying ourselves as some kind of a follower or somehow weak or somehow insecure or uncertain about who we are, any of that stuff, we need to let that go, because it's time to step into who we are and exert leadership. Now, leadership can also manifest as energy, as presence. In other words, this card is asking us to be fully present, grounded, and standing on both feet on this planet in a purposeful way. Because it says, assume your leadership power and positioning. Okay, and from that place, you set an example for everyone else. Even if you are not specifically verbally guiding others, even your presence alone will set an energetic example. Now, it's really interesting that this is Archangel Gabriel, because Archangel Gabriel is, very well known for communication, for supporting communication, creativity in all of its forms. But also, Archangel Gabriel is very much known for motivation, for supporting us in getting things done. So getting things done for you might mean you need to finally step into your power and come to terms with who you really are and start doubting yourself, or, stop doubting yourself is what I meant to say. Or it could mean that it's time for you to get busy and implement whatever you know your purpose is in areas that perhaps you feel you've been procrastinating in. Now, I also want to mention that on Tuesday, August 18th, we have a new moon in Leo. And this moon, this is so cool that the way this whole thing is coming together this week, because this moon is going to have a really strong solar energy, fire energy, very motivating to get things done. Okay, so we have that same theme in this card. Archangel Gabriel is a very motivating presence and will absolutely motivate you to accomplish whatever you feel you need to accomplish. New moons are always about new beginnings, right? They're about entering into a new doorway in your life, a new doorway of I want to say identity, not in the sense of a false identity, but identifying yourself as who you really are, as who you are authentically, and especially as a being of light. This world is a very dark place right now. Don't you think the best thing that could ever happen is to have as much light as possible on this planet? So our presence as a presence of light, a presence of love, is the most needed thing there could ever be right now. So let me also talk about these stones, because I was so fascinated at how this whole little setting came together. I just get inspired and I just put it together and then I figure out kind of what it means. So this was really, really interesting to me. So let me point out the stone at the lower part of the card. That stone is called vanadinite. And as you can see, the white part of it is mostly quartz. And at the top, it's sort of a coppery color stone. Now, I don't know how it's going to look on whatever screen you're watching this video on because colors change a lot, but it's actually a beautiful coppery, sort of burnt orangey color, which is really cool, you guys, because Archangel Gabriel's color is often a coppery color. Now, vanadinite is also a fire element stone. This stone supports accomplishment. It's very motivating. It stimulates creative energy. It helps with manifestation, and in particular with bringing what is in spirit into action in the physical world. It also supports your physical body's energy with strength and vitality. So it's a perfect stone for this week. That same fire energy that we have with this new moon. And let's see what else. Yeah, I think that's all I want to say about that stone. So then the other stone, the tall stone, is citrine. And this is natural citrine. It's obviously been shaped into a crystal point. But citrine is also a fire element stone. Citrine is awesome for clearing and for manifestation. It's also great for bringing creative energy into form. It also enhances, actually both of these stones will enhance your physical stamina and your physical energy. So you see how this whole setting, of course we have the candle, which is fire itself, right? So this whole setting is really powerful. It all comes together about demonstrating leadership in terms of being very clear with yourself and with everyone else that you encounter in your life that you are indeed a being of light. You came here as a being of light. You came here to bring light into a very dark situation as part of Earth's ascension. That's why we're here, you guys, because light and love are very much needed when you have this massive ascension process going on, which is very tumultuous, very stressful. Right now, there's so much trauma in the world. I think the whole world is traumatized right now. So just to come back to my beginning point, this is a week to really look at yourself, look at your life, look at how you view yourself and say, am I primarily a follower or am I going to shift and be a leader? Remember that leadership is going to be different. It has a different meaning for each one of us individually. For some people, it might mean you need to speak your truth openly, maybe publicly. For others, leadership might just mean being a presence of light, being someone who walks into a room, not with ego, because the ego always tries to grab onto such things, right? But just your presence, your loving, calm, peaceful, beautiful presence of light and love that brings calm, that brings hope, that brings a reminder to whomever you encounter that there is a higher level of consciousness, there is a higher reality, there is something to remember, to look forward to, because by the time this whole situation is over, everything in this universe is ultimately going back to the most incredible reality you could ever even imagine. But we're here right now to support the people of this earth and the earth itself to get through this massive transition, which, as I said, is very stressful and very traumatic right now. Okay, so I think that's pretty much it. You can tune into the energy of this video and these stones, and as I always say, if there's any additional meaning that you want to take from this for yourself personally, please feel free to do that. And let's have a very powerful week, where we can really shift and strengthen ourselves further and empower ourselves, and finally, once and for all, live on this planet as the beings of light and presence and high dimensional frequencies of energy that represent a higher reality, a higher dimension of life, and be that representative, be that ambassador of the light on this very dark planet right now. Okay, you guys, so I kind of like that idea, ambassadors of the light. Why don't we consider that as a possible way to look at ourselves? Okay, so I hope you guys all have an awesome week ahead, and I will talk to you later. Much love to you all. I will see you in the next video. Namaste, everyone.